Hey guys, System here, and this is All the Mods 10 to the Sky. I myself am having a wonderful day. Hope you guys all are as well. Go ahead and jump forward, get back into this pretty cool package. In between episodes, have not done too much. Set up a few recipes now that we have pattern storage, right? So in our pattern storage, I started doing the recipes for AE2 kind of items, right? So I got most of them done, and we're going to be working on some more today. We're going to do our circuits here first. Got to get them all automated, and probably work on some other automation today. This will be a lot of small automation today, probably be the idea, I think, right? So like I said, we'll go ahead and work on processors. We're going to get that done. I already have some machines in our inventory. These are the ones that we made yesterday, and we're going to be using them to do our processors, right? So we have the crystal assembler, circuit slicer, and the reaction chamber. And the only other thing we need to kind of really get this done are some providers. So let's go ahead and grab them. Already have the recipe kind of set up. Pretty easy to make all these, so it doesn't take any time either with this setup. So let's go ahead and grab these providers and throw these puppy down. There you go. We've got all three of them there. They're ready to go. Grab our machines. I kind of want them in the right order too. So it would be the slicer, then it would be the assembler, I guess. And that's weird too. When you put this down, it puts it down a weird way. I actually want to spin that around so it shows this side. It just looks better. So anyway, let's go ahead and grab our reaction chamber, pop that there. So we're going to be using this for all our processors. Like I said, should be a pretty quick setup here. We're going to make a bunch of recipes here. We're going to end up making all our printeds. We're going to make sure we grab it from the slicer, so it's using the blocks here. So I'm going to have this one, and we'll have that one. I think we actually have 7 of these to do. So let's go ahead and grab them all really quick. Just want to show you, I guess, everyone this pretty quickly, just so everyone knows how patterns work and how easy it is to do with machines. So in the future, a lot of the time, I'll be doing a lot of this stuff, the patterns anyway, by myself, and you guys won't have to watch me do this. There you go. And then we're going to have a new processor, I guess, circuit we're going to be doing today. The printed energy circuits. This is going to be to make the energy processors. This is going to be for the applied flux mod, which makes it so we can run power through AE2. You can power machines. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that one now as well. Set up the recipe anyway. It won't work yet until we have the materials, but we'll have it either way. Once we have all those recipes, we go ahead and throw those in here. So let's do this. I didn't actually have to walk to the machine either. I guess I could have done it this way as well. Could have gone up here, right? And then hunted down the machine. You should see it now. So the slicer, and I could have just done it from this terminal as well. But I have a bad habit of running to the machine. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do all the circuits as well. And I'll show you how I'm going to do all my circuits, right? So I'm going to do, say, the logics. And go ahead and get the recipe in there, right? But I'm going to change the amounts it's actually going to bake. So that's like one recipe. I actually grabbed it from the wrong machine. This one here. There you go. It's going to bake 4 per. So the way I actually want it, I want to make a full stack of processors whenever it has to make one. So there's actually more kind of backlog in the system. It doesn't have to craft them as often because I don't really care about the materials for the logic calcs or the engineerings. We'll have infinite amounts of that stuff, right? So what I do is just hit the middle mouse button there. Go to here. I'm going to set these numbers all to 64 like this. And then whenever it has to make some of these ones, it'll just automatically pump out a full stack, even if it only has to make one. And then we'll have to change the number here too, right? So let's go to 64. And that'll be how that works there. So it'll just send in the right ratio. And I'm going to do that for those 3. And just as before, we go down to the right machine here. So we got the assembler and just start putting in our recipes. There you go. So I have the base ones all set to 64. Then I left ones like the new one there, the energy processor, just at the 4, the quantum and so on, and the concurrence at 4, because I don't want entire stacks of those ones. We won't need those in large numbers. We'll need these ones at times in large numbers, so that's why I did the 64 there. So I'll handle those ones, right? Already put the recipes into the actual setup here too for all the block recipes, just so the system knows how to make gold blocks, diamonds, so on and so forth. You can even make the intro and the silicon, so it'll be able to handle all those recipes as well. And I think this is actually ready to go. So now, if I wanted to make, let's see here, let's go to engineering. Let's tell it to make 10. It's going to make a stack anyway, right? Just tell it to start. It's not going to do anything because, well, it doesn't know what to do yet, right? It's going to get the items, right? It's going to start producing it. Actually, it's going to start auto sending it out. Is it actually dropping that off? No, it's not. We need to set the auto export. Let's go to here, go to enable. And that should handle that, at which point we should probably go ahead and speed this up. And it's just going to fly along. It's going to be the same thing here. Go ahead and speed that up. It's doing its thing. Auto export on the bottom, just like that. And it's already done. Now I'm just going to go ahead and configure this one too while we're here. Go ahead and do that. Auto export is on by default. We don't want to export here, or here, or here. I don't know why it's trying to do that. Some of these machines seem like some of the export sides are on by default. It's a little weird. Anyway, that's fine. I guess it's just this one. By default, this one is just set to auto export out all the sides. Don't know why it's set like that. So let's go ahead and set up the recipes we're going to use in the reaction chamber here, because I think we have about 4 we want to set up there. One is going to be for the fluids crystal, so we'd never have to craft this again. It'll just be done in this reaction chamber, which is awesome. It's going to take a half bucket of water, but we have the infinity water cell, so we don't have to worry about that. We have 2.1 billion right there, so that's awesome. It's nice that you never have to worry about water. AE2 is so much better. It used to be so bad at handling water, but it's so good these days. Intro, we'll end up doing this one. I'll still have to have a grinding down recipe for that. But once we do that, we just do the intro crystals in here too. Not have to worry about growing that anymore. Then we're going to have 2 new ones here. We're going to have the redstone crystal, which is not a bad recipe. Go ahead and grab that. And then the charge. So it'll just do the charging of these crystals in here. It will take a lot of power to do a stack, but not that bad. We should probably go ahead and add a battery too. I think I set up a recipe for this here, a dense. Maybe I did not set that up. I thought I set up the... Oh, I did. There we go. Dense energy cell. I want to make one of those too. This is going to help with crafting a little bit. Basically, this thing is just a battery for AE2. Just put it down here for right now. It'll end up storing 1.6 billion extra RF for the system. So when it's crafting, it pulls from this, and it works out pretty well. Probably end up adding a few more, but for right now, 1 should be good. Just to make sure our auto crafting in the background isn't draining all our power. Anyway, let's go ahead and head up here. Hunt down the reaction chamber and test out our recipe and see how it's working. So if I want to go ahead and make some flux now, go ahead and tell it to make a... I guess it's going to make a stack anyway, so it doesn't matter. There you go. Instantly done, just like that. And those new redstone crystals can actually just make those as well. Looks like it. Stack, just like that. This crafting is really fast. It's really fast in this with this CPU. That's actually awesome. Yeah, that took no time at all. So our recipes are working. They're doing their thing. And that's a bunch of new resources that we have to take care of. Oh, I think I need to do the ingots as well, actually. So that one here would be just this. So we do that there. That'll handle the ingot recipe. And then, yeah, then we're done. So there you go. Just need to deal with the dust once we have something to grind it down. We're going to get into some mechanism crushers for that most likely here in a bit. So the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and get into a little bit of applied flux here. I just went ahead and made a new material. This here is called hardened insulating resin. So you have to take this stuff, smelt it down. It takes buckets, so it's a little bit of pain to automate, but we'll deal with that later on. I did set up the recipes for the drives here, so I should go ahead and drop them off in here. So you need a drive to be able to store power. Then you need a machine here to be able to put this power into the drive. But I'm just going to go ahead and make the 256K drive. We'll just make one of them right now. I should have everything here. Yeah, we do. Let's go ahead and start that. That should take a second here. Then we'll go to applied flux. We need one of these here, a flux accessor. I think that's going to be the one that makes it so we can move the power into the system. I should be able to just shift, control and click that. It'll just craft up everything that's needed for that as well. Cool. Go ahead and grab ourselves the energy acceptor and then do the same thing here. Control click that. Should automatically make the processors for us. And go ahead and grab that. We got our flux accessor. I'll need a point as well. Do I have a point in my backpack? Yes, I do. There we go. Let's find a spot for this temporary until I find out where I want to put this stuff. Actually, I can just connect it to that, and that should connect to that. There we go. So it'll be able to receive power. Then we just need that drive we made. So it was the 256K. We got one right there. Should be able to take that, throw it into our drive. And now that the accessor is already getting power pumped into it, it's starting to fill up. This thing is, it holds a lot of power too, I think, by default at the 256K level. So by the time you get up to this level here, it's holy moly. It's more than I thought. Is that billions? That is billions too. 274 billion. So I don't even think you really need a drive this big, but apparently you go to this one, the 256M, and just go to ridiculous numbers. So it's ridiculous numbers, I guess, that you can store in this thing. Either way, we'll be able to use it to power machines here very easily, and that's actually awesome. What else do we need from Applied Flux? I guess the main thing would be the induction cards. So go to induction. Yeah, we'll need these here. That's just a normal one. I guess I'll have to set up the recipe for that accessor too. Then we should be able to just go ahead and actually craft up an induction card. There you go. We got one of those. I want to just test it out very quick because I want to make sure it's working. So if I went ahead and grab this now, go ahead and grab you. Go ahead and just connect it to, I guess we need anything really. Provider is the way we need to test it. I just want to make sure everything's doing the things that it needs to. So we'd have it like this, right? Then it would be touching AE2 for now. It'll be on a cable when I actually set it up. Then I would put this here and then give it its upgrades. There you go. And that should be able to take power. And then we just give this an induction and this machine should get power now. So there you go. We can move power through AE2 and we're going to be using that a lot, right? So just wanted to go ahead and get that set up. And now we have the ability to power everything with AE2. I think there's a setting you can change on the accessor too. Yeah, you can change it to fast mode. May cause lag. But I'm going to leave it in normal mode for now. And that should be more than enough. That's going to be able to power all our machines either way. It's massive amounts of power. Unless it lags behind and isn't able to keep up with power, that'd be the only time I actually turn on that setting. So the next thing I want to go ahead and automate here is going to be the base machines for mechanism. I need to get to the crusher, so I need these basic control circuits. So I figure we'll just do the setup here. Went ahead and made some new pattern providers. These are the advanced ones from Advanced AE. They have a special way you can do the patterns. I think it'll be really useful for the mechanism metallurgic infusers. So we're going to be using them to do the automation, right? So anyway, I'll have the 4 metallurgics there. I have some inductions there as well. So let's go ahead and get all these machines powered up. And this should be pretty good here. I'll set up one right now. Well, if you hold control and click this, it'll clear all the sides. I'm going to have this set to, for right now, just in out, auto eject on. Energy should be already set up. We'll throw the redstone into this slot here. So this is the infusing material. And this could be what's getting processed, right? And every time it infuses a item, it uses a different amount of this gas, right? So it turns the redstone into a gas. So I'm going to be doing some custom recipes for this as well. So that's going to be how we kind of handle this. And actually double custom recipes because, well, there's a special way we do the patterns, like I say. Go ahead and grab our time in the bottle. Sweet. Go ahead and speed this up a little bit. These machines don't like being sped up too much. It messes up their power after a while. Just need 2 to get started. Go ahead and grab that. Grab ourselves the enrichment. Already did the recipes for this one. Go ahead and grab you. Actually, go ahead and pop this one here. Go ahead and clear the sides. We'll just do in out on that one. Auto eject. That should handle that. Yes. Then we want the power set up. And then I have the patterns here. So this one here is going to be used to take that enrichment material where I put the redstone in before. It's going to enrich it first and then give us an enriched version. And instead of getting us 10 millibuckets per item, it's going to give us 80. So it's just way more efficient. So this one is super easy. So let's go ahead and drop them off into there. And if I want to make some enriched now, should be able to do that no problem. So if I go ahead and tell it to make one of the diamond ones, should just end up in here. It's going to go across, do the thing, get pulled out. Then we have an enriched material. So that handles that. Now the next part of this is going to be to make a new item here. What was it called there? It's from... I think it was Advanced AE, right? There's so many add-ons, I can't keep them all straight. I want to have one of these, Advanced Pattern Encoder. So we'll grab that. And then we're going to start making the patterns. I'm just going to make one right now. Then I'm going to go ahead and show you how I'm going to do the rest, right? So let's look at one, like this basic control circuit, right? So to make one of these, the actual circuits is 20 millibuckets and 1 ingot of osmium, right? So what we'll do is go to the, I guess, recipe. We'll pull that in if I'm looking at the right terminal. Finally, go ahead and grab that. And by default, it's going to try to pull the gas. We don't want that, right? We want it to be the enriched. So let's go ahead and grab an enriched here, like thus. And right now, that's going to send 80 millibuckets. So the pattern doesn't really work out. We'll end up with an extra amount of the actual gas inside the system. So what I'm going to do here is change the recipe so it actually matches up. So we'd actually need 4 ingots, and that's going to give us 4 of these basic control circuits. And that'll make the recipe work out. I'm going to do that for every recipe, right? So even like these ultimate control circuits, I think this one, yeah, I'd end up sending 3 enriched refined obsidian, which is another one we'll have to set up. And then we'll get the control circuit there. So yeah, I'll tweak all the recipes so that actually maps out with the refinement material. And then that'll be how that handles that. Now the second part of that is this here. So where was it? The advanced pattern encoder. If I take that recipe and pop that in here, it gives us a whole bunch of options here. And the cool thing about this is we can actually tell the pattern which side of the machine to actually enter. So it'll be put into different sides of the machine by the pattern, no matter where the provider is actually touching them. You have to use these providers here. So I'm going to go ahead and set this one so the enriching material is coming in the top, and we'll do the process material through the bottom, and that should be fine there. And when you look at the recipe, it'll actually say it on it. So osmate agate, and then it says D, so it's going to be going into the bottom. You know, it's the down, enriched redstone up, right? So it tells you on the pattern, so you can kind of keep track of it there as well. Go ahead and pop that one into the pattern slot. You need to change the machine here ever so slightly. This is going to be the slot here that's going to take the enrichment material. It's the extra slot, and the in-out should work. Auto eject is on, and if I go ahead and make one of those now, it should work just fine. Which one was that? That was the basics, right? Go to basic. Go ahead and tell it to make 2. It should work out to 4 anyway, and it's going to make the enriching material, and then it should end up over to the other machine here. There you go. And when we're done, there should be no redstone in the buffer. So these machines have a buffer, but I want to keep that empty. I don't want it to fill up, right? And this should work out. Yeah, it's going to work out just fine. So yeah, this is going to make it so this is all it is. We don't have to add anything else to this. Usually you have to connect to these machines on 3 different sides, stuff like that. We could do it all with just the one side. So this is effectively going to be the cleanest mechanism setup that I've ever done, ever. So yeah, that is super rad. One thing I noticed with this, it's kind of a little buggy with this pattern encoder. It doesn't always add the directions. So there you go, it added that time. Go ahead and drop off the recipe there. Then cancel the recipe I was doing because it didn't work. And try that again and see if it works. Let's go to the Elite again. Try to grab one of those. There we go. I think it's doing this recipe. It didn't do this before. And then it should get to the Elite in this one. And if so, we have the first 3 done, up to the ones that require the diamond. We'll have to do the refined obsidian. I'm going to have to make a crusher and just crush down some obsidian to test it out. There we go. We're getting Elite control circuits now. And I have all the ratios on the recipe set. So we never end up with any overflow in the buffer. It just gets used up. There you go. It's just empty. So we're not wasting any material in the buffers at all, this setup, which was kind of the plan. So we need a crusher here. Go ahead and grab one. I'm holding the carrot for no reason. Go ahead and grab a crusher here. You know, one of them. We're running out with 4 of these, but that's good for there. And then what else do I need here? I can just obsidian, right? So let's go ahead and grab some of this. And this is going to go somewhere else, so I'm just going to throw it right here right now. And I'll go ahead and make the upgrades when we're done here. Just need to kind of get these last recipes set up and test this thing out, make sure it's working. Then we go ahead and set up the other machines here. The way I'm going to do our processing, so our crushing and our smelting, I think we're going to have a pillar here, and we'll have one provider feeding 4 machines. So we'll have a lot of parallel processing, and it'll be very fast that way. So that's kind of the plan I'm going with there. We'll use a different provider for that one as well. Well, you get a lot of dust out of this too, so we'll actually get a ton. And I think this is the last 2 recipes here. So if I want to make steel dust now, just see if this works. Go ahead and grab one of them. Should try to make 8. And then it's going to do the enriching of the coal. And then once it's done that, it should end up over here. And this should happen 2 times, right? And if so, this recipe's good, and I just need to test the refined obsidian, and that should be working as well. There you go. Yeah, no problem. And there's the exact amount in there, so we're good there. The other one was the refined obsidian. So if I try to make the refined now, go ahead and grab that. This was a reward from something, but anyway, let's go ahead and grab a dust. Just going to try to make 8 of that as well. Speed that up a little bit more. Oh, it already did it. Then it's making the refined obsidian. Again, we'll get 8 of those, so it has the right ratio. And everything's working. That's fantastic. Yeah, everything's working out. We are all set up. And look how clean that is. Like, that's just all one side of these machines. That is amazing. That is really cool. These little advanced pattern provider blocks are really cool with this encoder. This thing's amazing. I really like this because, well, you just do much cleaner setups that you can usually, right? With machines that are picky like that with their sides. It just, yeah, it just makes it so clean. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and grab us some crushers and probably some more furnaces as well. And we're going to do our bulk setup here. Need to run another line of cable off that over here, so go ahead and get that done. So I made all the upgrades and the tier installers for these, so just go ahead and get them all upgraded to the top level here, which is the ultimate. And then they'll have a lot of slots and be very fast, right? There you go. We have Ultimate Enriching Factory and the Metallurgics. And I won't upgrade this one. I rarely upgrade this one. You just don't make enough of the ingots to really justify it. But anyway, I have pretty much everything done. I just need to make some more of the tier upgrades. So if I'll go ahead and make 4 of these now, just show you how fast they are now. Just kind of whip through them. You want to turn on the auto sort, like that. Make sure that's on all of them. There you go. And that should handle all of this, right? Cool. And that should handle everything. And they're very quick. And it's already done. That's cool. I needed one more set here, which I have. I have delete that. I guess I need 4 of these ones, then 4 of the basics. So we're going to be doing 4 more anyway. Then I have to make a bunch of the speed upgrades and stuff too, and the energies. I already beat the energies and speeds apparently. Anyway, we're good there. Let's go ahead and grab our crushers. I made some of these pattern providers here. These are the extended ones. Really easy to make from the regular ones. They're just this recipe here. So I set up a recipe in the crystal assembler to make these, so we can make those on demand. But anyway, let's put down 1. These ones here have 32 slots for patterns, which is the main reason I want them. Let's go ahead and grab our crushers first. And kind of get them done. So they'll kind of sit like this, just be all around the pattern provider. Then we'll need, oh, what'd I get? Get anything good? Anything good here? I already have that. Yeah, I don't need that. Anyway, let's not worry about it right now. I should have inductions. Apparently I didn't grab my inductions. Inductions. Oh, apparently I didn't make inductions. Let's go ahead and grab some inductions here. I need glass. Let's throw the induction in here and set all the sides of the machines. They're going to be set all the same too. So the back will be just in and out. Make sure the auto jack's on. The power, sometimes when you clear the sides, it clears the power too. It's not supposed to do that. But I had to do it on that one. And I didn't have to do it on another one. It happened over there too. It's just not doing it all the time. I don't think there's a, like, I'm not doing a different collect, right? I'm not doing anything special there. So sometimes it's clearing it and sometimes it's not. Didn't clear it this time either. Anyway, that should be good. Just need to make sure my auto jack's on because I'm notorious for forgetting my auto jacks. Good, make sure they're all on here. That one's on, and that one as well, right? So that's good. So now if I want to crush something down, something will be crushing down, I guess. We'll set up one recipe here, and then I'll just kind of do the rest as we go. For the upgrades here, when I make the speeds and the energies, I need gold dust. So that'll be 1. Make sure we find the correct machine here. There you go. And then iron dust is another one I need for those upgrades. Don't want to have to use ore hammers for that anymore. So let's go ahead and grab that. Maybe? Yeah, there we go. And I can just put them into the machine. After this, I won't be able to actually access the pattern provider from here. I'll have to do it from the terminal, but that's fine. Now, if I want some, I guess, gold dust, right? Let's not do gold. I don't have a lot of that right now. I need to process. Or is that the, no, the iron dust. Iron dust? Yeah, let's go ahead and make a bit of that stuff. Tell it to start. This is going to start doing it all 4 of them, kind of parallel. Split all the, I guess, tasks and make it really kind of fast, right? Especially once I have these sped up. So we'll just do that and that. You just shift right click these in too, which is nice. Makes your life a lot easier. There you go. And we just need our tier upgrades. And these ones are done. I'm going to be doing the same thing with our furnaces basically. So this setup is going to be very clean and just be able to do a lot of parallel crafting and processing very quickly, which is going to be very nice. That, get our basics. Awesome. And boop, 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 and boop. Just like that, we have massive processing. We went from nothing to everything. We went from a mechanical squeezer, not even mechanical squeezer, a regular squeezer, to this. Which is awesome. And the next one, I'm just going to go ahead and do it myself, but it'll be the same thing. Just out there, and this one is going to be for all of our furnaces. Just like that, I think I have all the furnaces set up as well. So yeah, I have it on auto output, in the back in input output, on all of them. I'm just making sure they're all set up here. I did do a batch of steel and made through, but I couldn't see if all 4 of the machines were actually working here. Just want to make sure they are. That was good there. And if I tell it to make some more steel, tell it to go through the process, it's going to smelt it real quick. It's going to do the thing. It's going to end up here, get all processed very quickly. Then it should end up in the furnaces. Here you go. It's working. It's doing the thing. So we have furnaces now. I can actually start moving recipes. And this little setup here will be good for 32 different recipes. So yeah, we should be pretty good, right? So that is awesome. And like I said, whenever I want to access the, I guess, the recipes on these ones, just kind of scroll down here. And I can just find them, right? Well, I guess they're not there. They're here somewhere. Or the Emerald Furnace. There you go. That's the one there. So I'm going ahead and set up a recipe here. It's for the ME wireless connectors from Extended AE. Go ahead and make 4 of these right off the hop. So let's go ahead and get them. Then we need to make a recipe here for a wireless kit. So let's go ahead and drop that stuff in there. And in here now we should have a wireless setup kit. There you go. What we're going to use this for is to connect all our storages that we have around the base into AE2. So we need some storage buses. So we have some of these here. Go ahead and grab like 10 for right now. That should be good. Not that. Go ahead and grab our storage buses. There we go. And I'm going to need some exporters as well. Probably only like 1 right now, but I'll just grab 10 just so we have them. There you go. So we got that. First thing I want to hook up is our mob farm. So what I'll do, go ahead and grab this wireless connector. Go ahead and pop this down. Oops. Go ahead and pop it down. Go ahead and right click on it with this wireless setup kit. It's going to bound to it. You can see there it sets the coordinates. Then head out to the mob farm here. Get this hooked up. So all we really need to do is grab a storage bus. Go ahead and pop it on the bottom of the backpack here. Inside the storage bus itself, I'm going to change one setting from bidirectional over to extract only, because I don't want AE2 to be able to put anything in the backpack. So it'll just see the items and be able to pull them out and use them for recipes and stuff, but it can't actually connect to it, right? Can't actually put things into it. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a single piece of flux, like this. And here we have 22,000 bones. If I look now to bones, it is not connected. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't connect it yet. Right click. There you go. And now if I look, you'll see 22,000 bones. So yeah, it can see all the items. It can pull them out, but it can't put anything in. That's the way we want that, right? I'm also going to want one of these right away over here with our civic setup, right? I want to be on the center one here. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll have to bound this one to one over there in a second. But let's go ahead and connect the storage buses. We'll have 7. I'll have to set the same settings. Each one will be extract only. Again, I don't want AE2 to fill up these barrels with nonsense, because it'll do that. So definitely don't want it to. Here we go. Then you go ahead and connect these. Cool. Go ahead and grab this one, pop it down in a place where we know we have open channels, and then we'll go ahead and set that up too. To clear this, dude, you just shift to right click the air. Then we can right click that now and bound it, and head over there and right click this on here. And if I go into the system, I should be able to go to orders, right? So we're good. So it's all hooked up. You can see everything in all the barrels. Can't put anything in the barrels. Now the last thing I want to do is over here. I already set up a couple more machines. Have this ultimate enriching factory. We're going to use that to crush down the ores. Back here I just have the power. We get another emerald furnace here. And that should be pretty much everything. I didn't put the upgrades in it yet. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. So we want, oh, that's not going in there. There and there. Put the upgrades in that one, so we're good. All we have to do here is set up a storage bus. Storage bus will be on this barrel here. Again, extract only. And then I had the export buses as well. Go ahead and pop that on the side of this. I think I configured the side of this machine too. Yeah, so it's going to send items up, and then store them here. So what we'll do is go ahead and grab all the ores that we have. 1 of each. I'm going to do it this way too, just so I can keep track of what we have. Tin and then zinc. Although zinc I probably don't need to auto smelt. I will anyway. Go ahead and pop that in there. That's good. You got 2 rows by default. If you want more rows, you have to add capacity cards. But I'm not too worried about that. Go ahead and grab our acceleration cards. Go ahead and get this good and fast, like this. Although we may be a little power short to run this non-stop right now, but I'm going to anyway, because I want it to be processing. Anyway, do that there. And it's going to start getting this stuff really quick. Start smelting it all down. Make sure the auto sort is on everything. And in time, it'll get through our backup, right? So all the ores that we have in the system, and we should be good. It's not too bad. We are a little short of power. Oh, I didn't put an upgrade on that. So I think I have one here, right? I'll grab this and fandangle myself back to that. Right here. Oh, I did put one in. Yeah, I think we're just short on power. Huh. So what I'll do right now is grab these speeds. Uninstall 2 for now. There you go. And see if it actually goes back up. Yeah, it's going back up. So I'll run it like that right now. That's using quite a bit of power already, right? But that's enough. How much is it using? It's using 1,000, right? But we're feeding our drive at the same time. So our power drive. and anything else we're powering, like AE2 itself is using another 1,000 here. We have things using power. We're going to have to work on power very soon. I knew that was coming either way. I just didn't know it was coming this second. But anyway, that works. It'll get through the backlog. Once it's through the backlog, we'll be good. We'll be completely great. The last thing I wanted to make, actually, was one more item. What was that thing called? I set up the recipe. It's the stack upgrade, right? This one here. I want to make one of these. It's an Omega. Oh, definitely not 1,000. I only want to make one of these. Minus 1,000. Here you go. Not too bad a recipe, actually, considering what it does. Basically what it does here makes it so every slot in the barrel can hold 2 billion items. So basically I just put it here, and then I never have to worry about the storage. It'll never fill up, right? So yeah, that's done. That's just 2 for D. Already set the extract only, so we're good. I'll just let this run. It'll do its thing. This only has those here too, because it only had the one furnace. But like I said, once this gets caught up, it won't be an issue. It'll be able to keep up to the sifting setup, no problem. So I'm just going to let it run a little backlogged and hammer through this stuff. And once it's done, right? What I'm going to do is go ahead and wrap this one up. As always, guys, like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. Really liked it. Hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. See you guys in the next video. Later.